everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the second episode of Irozuku Sekai no Ashita. I haven't quite got the name down yet. I do have to kind of look at the episode title. But yeah, this show, very, very interesting to start. Like, I went into this pretty much completely blind. I just looked at the genres and the title and the cover art. That's basically all I went into it knowing. So, my surprise when suddenly magic is a thing, time travel is a thing, and like the setting on the show is not where we started, but the true setting on the show, like where we're really going to be for the bulk of it, I assume, is going to be 2018, the past. The woman that we were introduced to as her grandmother is actually going to be like her age in the story and all that. Like, it's just so crazy we took that leap, and we still don't know exactly why the grandma suggested this, what she expects Hitomi to get out of it. But we do know she has her issues with, like, the monochrome eyesight and all that stuff, and presumably this will help that. I mean, the first really big hints towards that was, Aoi, she looked at his drawing, and then suddenly she started to see, like, color. Like, where everything else was black and white, the drawing was in color, and we saw flying fishies and stuff. Pretty crazy, but strongly hinting at him and his arts, or both, could be a strong catalyst for a change, a positive change within her. So yeah, I'm very interested to see where we go from here, because the first episode was very much a setup sort of thing, going back in time, getting situated, losing her thing, finding her thing, all that sort of stuff. So because our people that could be friends with her, she is like an introvert, kind of not social girl, so making friends is going to be difficult, of course. But, Aoi and his circle of friends, I think, are just going to more or less become her friends. But I guess we'll see. But, yeah, her non-social nature definitely was a pretty big factor because, they came to all sorts of incorrect assumptions and stuff in regards to her and her relationship with Aoi, and she didn't really do a very good job of, like, correcting that, so they just kept going and all that, assuming the worst. And I did kind of wonder after I finished the episode where they would have went if they didn't get like distracted by the sky or whatever, because if you don't speak up, it's just gonna get worse and worse. But anyway, that's a little bit off topic, so let's just jump in and see where we go from with episode 2. So let's jump in. 3, 2, 1, play. Also, make sure to click the like button and support me on Patreon if you want to support what I do. But yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Yeah, meeting up with each other. No, I'm just holding it for a friend. Yeah, please show it to me again. You don't know how important this is to me. Yeah, fair enough. He would want answers for that. But because I dropped it when I was trespassing. Does getting transported by your grandma count as sufficient cause? It's bad because he actually has literal proof that she was in there, Define legitimate? The court will buy that. And yeah, opening. I don't think we got the opening last time. I'm not sure. But I don't think so. We'll see. If we did, I'm sure it'll come to me. I do wonder why she landed there specifically. I had to assume that was, a not so subtle way for, to grandma to indicate that that's the important person to help her. Like, just throw her right in his room. It's like, meet up, you two. You'll be good for her. It's the one thing I can think of. Otherwise, that'd be quite the coincidence. Yeah, look at all those potential friends. Yeah, here we go. We're finally getting to the meat of the story. Yeah, it kind of makes it hard to give an accurate description to him because there's still so much that she's not sure about. But she already hates magic. That was one thing I forgot to mention in my recap. Is hopefully we've learned about that too. Yeah, like who's really gonna complain that much about a cute girl being in the room? I mean, really, especially a teenage boy, you know. So he's an alright guy. He just wanted a good explanation before he gave it back. That's fair enough. I want to see you again in my room, young lady. So how common are mages? Have we got any kind of like lore on that? I just want to get an idea of what percentage of the population identify as mages. Because whenever a world has magic in it, that's pretty much the first thing I want to know. Okay, so it's like a device too. Not just a, okay. The Azrael go in standby mode. That's not a sentence I thought I'd never see. I ran into a boy. I had to talk to him a lot. It was horrible. I'm an antisocial girl. I just that much talking. I could hardly take it. But yeah, I feel you, girl. I understand your pain. Like I'm very not good at interacting with people, but I also have to have a job, you know, and just gonna have to do it. We only spoke like once. Well, he didn't tell you a lot of the details, so that's not surprising. Not yet. But I'm pretty sure I saw the romance tag on this show, so. He just cut him off. I was probably gonna keep going for a while. Oh, that's good. Did she say anything? Okay, we got a time now. 60 years. Quite the outfit on that one friend. Yeah, you can definitely tell she's overseas. Or you were kind of stuck here. Not a lot, because I hate magic. Maybe she accidentally hurt somebody using her magic. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, time travel magic is serious business. Yes, that way you can meet up with the club people and become friends with them, maybe join the club. You people need to stop right now with these ideas. I'm sorry to laugh at you. I loved everything about her troubled expressions and because she could tell where this was going and she just didn't want it to go there. Like, I don't want to go to a new place and meet new people and have to talk to them. Did she just say magical stay in the dialogue? I don't mean to laugh at your suffering. It's just funny to me. I guess I'm just a bad person like that, but. What do you want to bet she's in the same class as Aoi? I'll think about it. We need magic insurance. Kohaku the troublemaker. Basically, yeah, Moon Daiji, problem child. Her grandma was. That's good. That's great. She's quite different. Don't worry about it. Now the Jiko Shokai, the self-introduction, the worst type, the worst part. So her name's so it's Skishiro is actually written with the kanji for moon and white. That's kind of cool. she doesn't bite. I love this slide. Seriously, guys, she doesn't bite. Like, she's not gonna blow up the classroom. Just, you know, if I was forced to push my desk against the desk of the beautiful transferred student girl, I would have acted very differently. Just saying. Yeah, Asagi. Please only call her Hitomi-chan. What are we looking at? Oh, that's probably like an old school thing. Probably have all digital nowadays. Do I have cooties? I assumed as much. Did they just... Did Kohaku really do that much damage? My god. You can't judge all mages like that. You know, I'd say it's worth the risk to sit next to her. Potential magic damage. But I'm glad somebody's taken the initiative to really, become friends with her. It's nice to see. Not his girlfriend. Does he remember her name? So yeah, Asagi, Kurumi. Gonna try to get the names down. Kikitai. It's cute when she says it. I don't understand sign language, girl. Wow, she really shortened that konnichiwa. So third year? No. And there's, yeah, Aoi. Wow, that was a real blush there. Not over the top, but still very noticeable. And what part of she's not my girlfriend do you not understand? Usually in scenes like this, if you want to prove someone is your girlfriend, you can just kiss them or whatever. I don't know what you would do to prove that someone's not your girlfriend. I'm not sure there's a way to do that. Kiss another girl in front of her, I guess. A little bit harder to do. Stay out of my room. Okay, I wasn't really expecting that. I mean, people already know she's a mage, though. Also, she doesn't want to use magic. She's now being peer pressured. Never a good thing. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. But he can't do magic, though. Okay, I am actually really nervous. For one thing, I have no idea what she's gonna do, and I have no idea how well it's gonna go. And it's becoming a big deal really quickly. So is Kahaku like literally the only mage in the school before she showed up? Like I said, I want an idea for how rare it is. But damn, is this a lot of pressure. Some stars? I assume not like, life-size ones. Probably just a little bit of sparkles around. Okay, that was practically nothing. I mean, it does the job of showing magic, I guess, technically. But I mean, she's very deliberately not wanting to do a lot. Don't pity me. That's where the bar is at this point. Don't blow up our classroom and we're happy. I don't really believe her, to be honest. I think it's very deliberate holding back to avoid an issue. That's the theory I'm going with. I hate magic. Maho nante daikirai. Was it just the attention that she gets as a result of the magic? Is that the issue? Because that actually would make sense if she is like a, socially awkward, not wanting to stand out and talk to people. Magic would definitely not help any of that. Oh yeah, she not explained to them, yeah, that she's a time traveler. Would love to. So how much does O3 cost? It better be a penny or less. Preferably less. Is that the picture they took in the last episode? Because they were, yeah. I do remember that scene. Fall Cultural Festival display. That word rings a bell with her. Okay. Not too surprising. Not to brag or anything, but I'm way better than her. I figured. I didn't understand most of that background dialogue. I thought I heard the word Meiwaku, but a lot of help you are. Well, yeah, I wanted to be alone. Makes sense. Cat's behavior. I think that's a real concern. That's why I keep my door closed and stop cat mentioning. 3 cats live in this house. Only one's actually mine. They really do feel the need to remind us every once in a while that she just sees monochrome, don't they? Like, I'm not gonna forget. mean, what else is she gonna do with her time? She doesn't have other friends. She doesn't have other interests. I don't think she wants to make other friends. There he is, on the roof, as expected. Look like they had a garden on the roof, too. Is that what that was? He's even listening to music. He really does not want to be distracted. Are we going to see color again in his drawing? I'm surprised you could hear that through the headset. Maybe only had it in one ear. Because she does not speak very loudly, so... Okay. Yeah, you really did push her into that. Glad you acknowledged that was kind of messed up. Well, do it anyway. She doesn't like doing magic, but you made her do that. See, these are the lines that very much sound poetic. But it makes sense in context, so you can't call it pretentious or whatever. So what's it look like? Really keep me in suspense here. Definitely a great view from up there, though, for sure. Please just tell me what you see. Did you get anything out of that, or... Like, we didn't see any fancy animation stuff suddenly happening, so I assume it wasn't that impactful to her. Is this gonna be the trend? I show you some magic, you show me your art, and back and forth. And as a result, we each get more confident in our respective field. I don't know. I mean, magic is cool. I'm sure plenty of people would want to see it. Oh, a little bit more magic. I mean, already looks, yeah, more impressive than what you did earlier. Very pretty, actually. That would be cool to be able to do. Yeah, just turn the lights off in your room at night and just let those sparkles go. It would look great. You know, I already thought that image looked absolutely gorgeous, and then they added to it with a reflection in the water. Like, just kept getting better the more it panned down. Yeah. Yes, Irozuku Sekai no Ashita. No, I don't think so. No rain, no rainbow. Is that really the name of the episode? Okay. Okay. Well, that was the second episode of, Irozuku Sekai no Ashita. And this episode, much more of a kind of like settling in sort of episode. First episode was all about change of environments and trying to get, the basic barest level of situated in there. But this episode was actually like, okay, you're here, so what do you do next? I mean, Kohaku, that was the name, right? I want to say it was Kohaku. She's not here, right? So obviously you can't do much on that front, but your high school age, we have a high school, go to it. Basically what the family decided. She was not really a fan of any of that, which, like I said, I enjoyed her reaction to that. But yeah, basically the same school that everyone that she's met, high school age that she's met, goes there, of course. So she got to reunite with all those club members and stuff like that, get to become friends with them, go to their club, see what their regimen is like. I don't think she joined the club or anything like that, but she might in the future. But so we had all that. But Kohaku apparently has quite the reputation at the school. She's a mage, troublemaker, like blowing stuff up, breaking stuff, to the point where the guy was just absolutely terrified to sit next to her. To Hitomi, that is, just because she's also a mage, So yeah, apparently mages are uncommon enough to where, it's a big deal to have one in your class. I get that's the impression I get. But it looks like more or less the misunderstanding that Aoi and Hitomi, your boyfriend-girlfriend, has been cleared up for the most part. Although we did have the awkward scene where she had to whip out some magic, which she didn't want to do, and she very much did the very bare minimum. Like, after we saw it, as audience members, it's pretty obvious that she can do a lot better than that. It's already been mentioned, by the grandma and all that she is good at magic. She can do a lot better than that. She throws out the excuses like, well, I don't like it, so I haven't practiced in a while. I guess I'm rusty. Right? You can't take that super literally, super seriously. Like, she can do it much better than that. Maybe not as well as she could if she kept practicing, but still much better than what she showed there. And I think that was pretty much the point they were trying to prove near the end of the episode. And she was about the shoe lockers, making the sparkles appear. But the fact of the matter is she doesn't want to do it. She hates doing it, so if she's put in a position where she has to do it, she's not going to do it very well. That's just how it works. You can't squeeze milk from a rock. Like, even if you have a rock that technically could do that but doesn't want to do that, you're going to get very little milk. I feel like the analogy didn't work very well in the end, but basically, Hitomi making friends, it's good to see. Still, not very good at interacting with people. She does a lot of that eye averting as she's talking to someone thing. She does a lot of that. Hopefully she can make some progress on her ability to interact with her friends and just people in general. That would be good to see. One interesting thing is that because she is in the past, she's going to notice some things that are a little bit different. Like, I think the chalkboards that she was talking about earlier about something being different as far as technology goes. But because usually if you watch time travel stuff, that's a big part of it. The person's like, wow, things are so different. Like, telephones used to have cords. That's crazy, that sort of thing. So that's the time travel aspect isn't the focus of the show, so we're not going to get a huge amount of that. I don't think, but it probably is going to be a little bit here and there because it's just part of the experience of going back in time. 60 years, things are going to be definitely different. Like, could you imagine going back 60 years from now? That'd be like, what, 1960-ish, right? But, because, yeah, definitely very different. No internet, no smartphones, no social media, no, what else would be some big differences? And those are all the big things that came to mind. I'm not sure how advanced certain things were at that point, but definitely a very different world, for sure. There were no Teslas, I can tell you that, but rechargeable AA batteries weren't really a thing. But anyway, definitely there would be an adjustment period, essentially. Especially if you're suddenly robbed from all the conveniences of your current timeline. Because you just get the average Gen Z person from today and throw them 60, 70 years in the past and just watch how they just can't handle it. Just having to read books and play outside. There's no TikTok to watch. They don't have their phone or their tablet, They don't know what to do. Like that you can make a reality show out of that, or just any kind of TV show out of that. Just time travel some modern day 14-year-old back to 1950 and see how they deal with it. That would be a great idea for a TV show, actually. But I kind of want to see that now. But anyway, I kind of got a little bit off track there. So where was I? So pretty much he did apologize in the end for putting her in that position, but he does also show her the artwork, and we get some kind of promise to show her more magic later. How exactly was that phrase? I kind of want to go back to that. Yeah, he says, "Could you show me your magic again?" I don't remember what she said in response to this. Yeah, I think conjuring stars and stuff is pretty amazing, which it is. More impressive than my drawing. So, yeah, she definitely appreciates getting the, that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Someone to have that kind of outlook on her magic that she clearly does not have a positive opinion on. Getting something like that from such as someone who can draw, which she clearly has some, admiration for that, clearly thinks that's pretty valuable. So, yeah, she probably didn't even say anything if I know her. She probably just left. Yeah, we did get a smile out of her, though. I guess that's something. She did smile before she left, so you could probably gauge a decent amount from that if you're him. And we did get a little bit of internal stuff after that. So making it very clear that she did appreciate that. And the fact that she did practice magic not too long after that makes it pretty clear that she is very much considering it. So, and somebody saw that too. I wonder what's going to come of that. The fact that they ended off on that makes it seem like it is going to be relevant to the next episode. But yeah, good episode. We do have a pretty fun overall group of characters with the club and all that. And I am curious to see exactly how he told me he's going to integrate with that. Obviously, she's going to get closer and closer to Aoi. But now he is part of the club, or same club room. I don't know. I think it's a little bit complicated because he's obviously a drawer, not a picture taker. But they also mentioned the Fall Cultural Festival display. So that's something I guess also going to be relevant later on. But yeah, pretty good show so far, I would say. It's really drawn me in more and more. Now the show has pretty much settled. She's going to school, she's making friends, and hopefully make some progress on her overall magic-related issues. I'm just going to overall summarize it as that. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. So thank you for watching, and yeah, please click the like button and support me on Patreon if you can, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.